Well, it's always nice to dig into a Rockstar Zero Taco Tuesday. Look up at the calendar. It says it's the 7th month. It's Tuesday. It's the 15th day of the Christmas year 2025. And this is your favorite audio addiction here on Spreaker. Sprocker will come out tomorrow at 7 a.m. to the masses on YouTube, NoTube, the Black Scream, the Mumbler. My name is Jeff, and the presentation of Fear-Mongering Radio is commercial music free, anti-beg. We have music, we don't just play music. I play video games, and when it comes to sports, speculation, NFL podcast, and that kind of behavior, we don't put names on the back of jerseys or sweaters. We don't. We cheer for laundry baskets. We follow the Dallas Criminals and the Pencil Dick Blackhawks. They're 6-time. The Criminals are 5-time. Obituary first for Jerry Jones before we can hoist another trophy. The hunch was on the stage for Sissy Ball. Don't know why he was there. The Jeffrey Epstein behaviors. They're eating themselves alive. It's pretty epic. I see Baron Exposure did a video on his hero. He's out from the she shed. Maybe next time we can be walking in the forest with his wife and he'll look at her and capitulate for his behavior. That way, when she gets enraged, becomes unruly, dispose his body in the woods and realize it was a fake marriage. When the closet door opens up, make sure he has on his tampon jersey. Tonight is the Major League Baseball No Stars. Do I care? Feeble old men paint trying? F no. This voice. Controlled Violence, the National Fix-It League, Film League, hockey. They're sweaters, not jerseys. Hot today. It's like 92 degrees. We took cook a banana. Juicy Lucy out the trail to go poopy. Prompt, we turned around. We covered the lights off, shirt off, shorty shorts on. It is a beautiful, wonderful day to be alive in the great state of Minnesota. Looking forward to the lovely and talented car show, Street Machine Nationals on a Friday. Perfect day to video. Do appreciate everybody comes to the videos in the woods. Whatever I'm doing, the car, like I said, if you like the car ones, great. There's plenty back in the archives. Casey Gritz made a comment, one of them, way back, 2015. So you can go back in car shows and RVs, whatever else, on the Adventure Channel. So I appreciate everybody that comes. What's her name? Got fired from Fox. Joy Taylor got rid of some shows because, one, she's a deviant little biatch. I mean, she's got a nice rack on her. Too many things you can, view, listen to. 6.5 million things now that you can consume, and you're consuming me right now. I appreciate very, very much when you come and give me your time out of your day. I don't know if I'll do one on Thursday or not. Probably Friday, maybe Thursday. We'll see what happens. We'll get home. I'll do next fear-mongering Thursday, because Friday I'll be at the lovely and talented car show for both channels. I'm going to go to the Raspberry Festival, the parade on 20th day. Raspberry Festival. I'm going to set out, do some couple just like the opening when the military come along and Men, Women, Blue. I think I only missed one parade one time. But yes, still looking for people down there in Texas, still crawling over dead bodies. The hunch is the list. Fun to watch Mega piss and moan about that behavior. They ran on that behavior. That's how he got voted. It was a list. The blonde bombshell. Someone will be sacrificed. You can't calm it down. Promises in the dark, as Pat Benatar says. Good song, Hell is for Children, right? Hit me with your best shot. I guess he won't play that anymore. Like George, who don't want to play Bad the Bone. They're at Live Aid. But anyways, anyhows, we've always talked about the brown shirts and blind views and all those brown shirts every Thursday night. He's been MIA. Maybe he's in the garage, above the garage. Too busy watching people, stalking people. The brown shirts were created in 1921, give or take, by Hitler. He soon took power and brainwashed the entire country. Everybody had to fall in line, and to practice killing, he took out children and people with handicap to practice on killings. He soon invaded Poland, September 1st, 1939, and Russians and everybody else. And World War II got kicked off, like I said, for World War I to end all wars. They said they weren't supposed to rearm, but he did anyways. Just like with the hunch, realizing the ingrate over there doesn't give two F's. That war was supposed to be over the one day, right? Line, then a line now. It's like that Pam chick, right? No more new wars, but decide they ran. That's what I heard. After we stormed the beaches and we freed the Jews, we got pulled in by Japan. We went to Berlin. He capitulated and shot himself, and they burned his body. Or did he escape to the rat line? The Catholic community started burning churches to the ground for the behavior of the children in the rat line. I think I said it was the West Coast, my last one. The West Coast, the East Coast, they installed all the chiefs of police. I think I said West Coast last time. I mean, off the top of your head once in a while. I'm always perfect with history, but I do pretty much of it. But yes, they capitulated, and there were a lot of hangings and shootings going on while they were, and unfortunately, gang raping. Russians took it out on everybody. But we built, and then, of course, Japan, we knew them not once but twice. They finally capitulated September 2nd, 1945. That brought an end to the atrocities which Japan did towards the end. They capitulated, and the end of World War II, and the mighty Mo. Who are these brave men and women who went to the Forgotten War and the Vietnam War? 52,000 plus. Many people. Afghanistan, Desert Storm, balls the size of basketball, ovaries the size of oak trees. I will never stop speaking for the military. I always say, oh yes, I've served them with my time and energy and appreciation. I always say I'm an honorary member of all the branches because I honor them. I wore my Marine jacket. I said, no, not a Marine. I just respect what you guys went through. My brother was a Marine. My nephew is a Marine. I said, I wear the colors to honor you guys. Well, I appreciate it. I would never steal your valor. I said, I've been a cook. I would go to war tomorrow if we were invaded. But I said, thank you for your service. They are the Air Force, the Army, and the Marines, the Navy, the Merchant Coast Guard. Thank you so much for this country. Without you, nothing at all. Appreciate all you guys do for me and this country and domestic, wherever you listen to me, all your men and women in the armed forces. And God bless the working class. who keep this country rolling, the dishwashers, the cooks, the waitresses, people that work in the warehouse, the truck drivers. You know who all you guys are. Secretaries, people that work hard every day and pay into taxes. Why the big beautiful bill and the fear-mongering going on up there is to take away your insurance, which the Huntley wouldn't. The list, the conspiracy theories. It's about choices, right? You are your choices in life. My father said, you ever run with in life? I don't run with people that hurt children or people that cheat their wives or husbands. And I would not shower in the shower at Penn State. I would not shower in that shower until they start executing people. In Penfield University, the Caroli young lady should be deported or executed for her behavior looking that way. Burn that place to the ground in Houston. It's great to have whatever it may be, a hockey school, which I love to have. There's like 5 or 6 gymnastics schools around here I see. That's good. Not gymnastics. That's great. A baseball school. That's fine. But at the end of the day, the Carolis got away with it. He's at the gates of hell and she's still around. Deport her ass to Romania. That's all there is to it. That's all you got to do. Oh, hang on a second here now. Hang on a second here. I got to get this. What am I doing here now? I don't know why all of a sudden it's... Hang on a second. Your library. We'll just start here. I don't know why it's doing that. Let's do this one. I'm not gonna play something I'd be charged for. Let's do this. Very simple. You don't like 2 men having sex. I get it. You can't watch 2 women and you can't tip a man to a fence because of who he makes love to or who she may. But if you watch 2 women, that's gay sex on YouTube, wherever you go to, you get your fix. It's not a very Christian thing to be doing. Not a very Christian thing. Get the kids all out of it. You can have a Jeffrey Epstein Island, but 21 or older, great. All your friends can be smoke some dope, drink some beer, and have some fun. I've seen that before. Bridget, it's for sale. Seen that many times. That's great. Everyone's got a good time. No, there's no list for this cowboy. But put a condom on, prevent AIDS. Ripley's got anything in the penis. Line there, line now. The chick with the hunch. Same thing with Magic Johnson. AIDS will kill you. Herpes lasts forever. Ouch. Needle in the penis. Smashing gash. Dental dam. Prevent unwanted children. It's very simple. You won't be the father of the child. He runs off and now you're stuck with the child. He's long gone. There's the song from George Thorogood, the Delaware Destroyers. The Delaware Destroyers. So please put one on. That's all we're asking. And please don't drink and drive. Call some emergency with a phone. Pick up the phone. Okay? That's all we're at. Just call Casey Gritz. Call somebody. Call Carl. Call Dinger. Call Dave 25. That's all we've ever asked. But sometimes some people just don't get it. Murdering somebody. Those are public concerns of myself and all the board members of Speculation Sports. We speculate, you win. There's a condom right here that does cover the penis, okay? Needle in the penis would be painful. I have no children that I know of. Who knows? I went to sperm bank when I was younger. Who knows? No knock at the door. For me. But it's a beautiful day to be alive in the great state of Minnesota. It always is. But anyways, here in Fear Mongering Radio, I guess KC Grits is supposed to call. I did talk to Carl today. The stalker of Sarasota Dinger is back at it. Bear Exposure is back on the saddle. Just see all these hate videos coming through. I hate watching pissing and moaning about a man out there in Florida. To me, it makes me laugh and giggle and cackle and cry for these people. So anyways, I did listen to Morning. Today it popped up. It wasn't a long time. So she likes Tampa J, who wants to be a carpetbagger, a.k.a. the Daily Woo, right? And he had to move to Tennessee and wants to make it on YouTube. Good luck with all that. You'll get to continue to buy me a pizza, whatever. Just like with the Huss, I was listening to her live stream the other day, and she was telling it, what do they get, 40%? And someone goes, well, can I send it to the mail? Well, of course you can. Did it before. I'm not going to send her money, but I'll send her money. I'll send it to the mail. A couple of years ago, she flashed a bunch of hundos. Fine, you want to send her the money, but don't give it to her. Don't be intermediate. Like I told Carl, it's like me sending that shirt to him and the hat through YouTube, and then they sent it on to him, and I got to pay $4 for the in between. No, I went straight to him. Okay. I'm not going to send the Haas or anybody else money, which I'm not. I'll just slip in the envelope. My favorite send of money was a bar off of Washington Avenue. I can't remember what it's called now. It's like really cool and eclectic, kind of a gayish, kind of whatever kind of bar. Small bar. There's a place upstairs, and the guy who liked a racial, I think African American, whatever it was, some hate group, and he sends the money to him. That's fine, go for it. And he wants a tax write-off. So that gets they found out who this guy was, and he lost the bar because it's like, I guess, to just send the money in the mail and say, hey man, thanks for all the hate, man, keep up the good work. Hey, can I have a tax write-off? It was a nice little bar. It's still there. I think he had to sell it, but just like with Mississippi Dunes, a golf course over there overlooking the Mighty Mo. I never been there, but the cowman who loves golf on K-Fans, it was a beautiful golf course, and he was harassing the women. The guy was in his 70s. They closed that place because he was an idiot. It's like, geez, can't you just own a place and be nice to people? I'd love to have a golf course. What's his name? Dave Thomas bought his own golf course in Arizona before he died. I see the CEO is leaving Wendy's, I guess, going over to Hershey's. I could be the CEO of Wendy's, and let's get back to being good commercials and making it messy. Like he always said, your first will be your last. By go old school. Not that tough to be a CEO of a chain. Keep it simple, stupid. But anyway, so I listened to Morning. Get back on that. So she did. I made a comment down below. MzVicky said that she loves the man, Sarasota Tim. She's in her car, driving to work, the prison job, and she's bitching about his teeth. It's a big thing with his teeth or something he got done. I don't know what that's all about. Something about his teeth or something he got or whatever, new choppers or... I don't know. I see all this stuff come through. I don't really need to... it's the same... Whatever he does, because I was talking to Carl, that's why he does so many videos a day. He wants to get a certain number of views to make the money, the daily money, right? Yeah, I bought a bunch of batteries, and it was $302 that somebody didn't want on a job site. That went in my pocket. You know, it's just... So she was all... I told him down below, you're in love with it. And she better be careful with Tampa J. Because you better not get too close to her, because Chris the girl with a C is his hot potato. That's his girlfriend, his fiance. They've been engaged longer than I've been alive, it seems like. We need to do a double wedding with Carpetbagger and Jenny Penny. She's doing her toy videos again. One was like an hour, whatever she's doing, because she's got to keep that money rolling, the housekeeper, while he runs around, because he went to Silverton, that train. and see, I just saw the title. I don't need to watch. I don't need to watch it. Been on it twice. Beautiful, man. Good and glad. I think he's in Vegas. He's just working way west. Chasing that almighty dollar. But good for him. But so she was ranting and raving in the car, and that's why I love him. I'm like, oh my God. So I told her, oh, whatever. Again, man, if I could find a way to get her marry his young ass, she would do it. If she could marry him tomorrow, she'd do it, because she's a do-gooder. She reminds a lot of my girl. What's her name again? From W Network, Amberly Ambrosia. Madly, deeply in love with the young lady, and I used to pledge my love to her all the time, videos, and she used to take a run at me because I gave her crap one day that she named her son Dice, living in Vegas, of a gambling device, and she got all bitter about that, and he made fun of me in a video. Wish I would have kept the video, and he was so stoned and so drunk, she had to go, cop in the back. He was just leaning back and forth. After he went and broke bail, had to drive all the way to Florida. He's in the Huskow for I think 20 years. He broke his parole. She deleted the whole thing. There was a great one where they're sitting in these white robes, and she's interviewing him like he's somebody special. It's like her interviewing me out the deck. Well, I'm part of Speculation Sports. Well, tell me about it. It's like, oh my God, it was just the most hilarious interview I've ever seen in my entire life. But I miss feuding with Papa Grizz. I miss with the W Network, and him yelling at me, and she getting all mad at me, and pissing and moaning about me, because she used to watch all my stuff. Because one day he showed the screen one day, and all my stuff was on the right side, so she was watching me on a regular basis. Just like what the hell was his name? Oh God, what was his name? He used to want to be part of Tina, Piggybacker. His wife, when he walked in, his wife, and she was in the garage listening to me in the background. He was all pissed off. He was a car salesman, and he wanted to be Tina D's camera guy. That guy, I don't know where he went. Piggybacker, I don't know what he went to, but he was just a piece of work. Those were the old days. But it's just kind of funny with her in the car. It's like, oh my God, that's why I love him. I'm like, really? You're pledging your love to this man? I was right then. You are in love with Sarasota Timmy. Okay? I mean, are you going to somehow put a hit out on what's her name, T-Bucket? It's like, oh my God. I thought that was so hilarious. You start to cry, you start to scream, pretty soon you start to holler, and pretty soon it's all over the crying and the tears. Totally in love with Sarasota Tim. Like I said, if she could marry him tomorrow or live with him, she would do it tomorrow. Yes, she would. MzVicky. Call the show. Be epic to see her get together with him. So let me see the sources that come in. Usual Spotify. It's not Spotify, but that's why I'm making some good money on Spotify. Chrome, Apple Podcast, Deezer, Podbean, iHeart, Spreaker, iBox, Cowpote. Usual United States. Canada's been pretty good. It's just Malaysia. Where in the hell is that playing, bro? And of course, Israel. Let my people go. They're back, and they said Budapest. Okay. Let my people go. France. Antoine, I can lie to that France. I have no idea. Don't know. United States, it's the usual suspects. California, Los Angeles, 8. 1 in San Diego. Cowpote approved of San Diego. You knew San Diego. Cedar Park, Houston, Little League City, Seguin, and all in Texas, and Minnesota. St. Cloud 3 times. Minneapolis twice. Illinois, City of Organized Crime. Mokemia, Mokena, City of Organized Crime, Chicago. Michigan, Westland once. New York is Smithtown and Shenc Tatati. I can't pronounce, but Smithtown twice. Florida, Ocala. Pennsylvania, Altoona. Massachusetts, Springfield. But thank you, all the IPs that report in, even people over there on lovely and talented YouTube, NoTube, that come into the show and say patrol. I appreciate very, very much. That come in and give me time out of your day. So much you can listen to. It was so good to see her pledge her love to her friend and foe and say, I just totally love you. I'm in love. Like I've said, it's a fact. I've said it all along. We always appreciate that when you pledge your love to your biggest hater. We always do. But yeah, and Dinger, I guess Casey Gritz said, I guess he was doing a video on with his family around. I'll do. I've done a video. I'll videotape the food we're having or something, put up on a short. But I'm surely not going to do a video sitting at the table bitching about YouTube drama. Good old Dinger. Dingling. Old Man Nation did a really good job on the behaviors. It was pretty funny. It was hilarious. And driving around Walmart, driving around the Costco park looking for a parking spot. That was pretty hilarious. So again, it's just being an amateur comedian, having some fun. I don't know where Blind Views is. Is he MIA? What's going on? Usually it's a whole shitload of videos. Maybe the brown shirt's got hold of his young ass. He's being deported. Maybe to Canada. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, it's pretty interesting, to say the least. Good old Dinger. But I did see, like I said, Fox Sports, Joy Taylor got fired, and they got rid of a bunch of people on there and moving stuff around because she was in some sexual lawsuit with some chick. She's nothing special. She's like a woman, but she's not very smart because she was part of Speak for Yourself, but she was too busy banging somebody else. So Joy Taylor gets fired from Fox, and it's like, no, that's the way she goes, bitch, please. She's nothing special. I've listened to a few of the clips from her, and all about sex and money, and the guys had to have the personality and the wallet to be around her. And only thing you know of her is that her brother was a football player, and she worked for some radio station in Miami, so she slept away at the top. That's all she's ever done. But I just think it's hilarious that I'm not surprised. They make a lot of moves. They all do. I know what's his name is still there. Colin Collar is still there. He's good. But they make, and ESPN's not going to touch her. She'll just go to YouTube and do her own behaviors, and people will send her money and whatever else. So she'll just go to YouTube now. I don't think she'll go over to Rumble, but she'll just come to YouTube and do her usual behavior and whatever, and burn the long bridge and be unprofessional like all these people like to do. So that's what she'll do. She'll just hang out. She's nothing special. But the way she goes, man. When there's so much you can consume, and it's like restaurants, right? And you're around your town. There's it's the best ones get the what the hell is that one called? Scoreboard. It's been there forever here in Minnetonka. Made it through the COVID because guess what? They got good food. People go all the time. That Chinese restaurant I go over there and Glen Lake. They've been there forever. Why? Good food. And you have content. I know I can do a thing, but you got to be able to have a person that's to be a YouTuber, to have a channel. You have to have the personality as a parasite, the longevity of a cockroach. You have to. The huss is going through this behavior with people in her neighborhood not liking her, and she's finding the fame by bitching about it on a live stream. It's like, woman, you're not doing yourself any favors. Because people are sick and tired of bringing people to her town, where it's a small little town. I know she's going to to when is Burning Man anyways? Let's go look. When is Burning Man? Let's go look. When is Burning Man? Burning Man. It's not expensive. Burning Man. You see, when is it? It's coming up here pretty soon. Rock City tickets. When is it coming up? It's Burning Man Arts Festival through the $1,100 or whatever it may be. Burning Man Arts Entertainment Festival. Jesus. Oh, Burning Man Rock City 2025. I think it's coming up here pretty soon. Rock tickets and all the behavior. I mean, you know about Burning Man tickets. Let me see, event and schedule. Let me see. Burning Man 8/24. So let me see. Burning Man. It will be open July 21st to 29th. The sale begins on July 30th at 12 p.m. Learn more and register here. Oh my God, that's nuts. Leave no trace. Once you get all that behavior, so it's like $1,000. It's not cheap for Burning Man. It's not worth it in my mind. Jesus. Because she goes, then she has an address. People send her stuff, and I get it. It's mainly about she likes Quaaludes, smokes dope. There's sex parties. I don't know if she indulges that behavior, but that's what they do there. She works. Lack of transparency is ridiculous. Exactly how many tickets each price will be sold each sale? Don't you think she doesn't have a right to know? I've induced a sliding scale pricing at my work and have been successful. However, I don't see on the main page $70 in the basic price. It's only a work deal. It can be. I can go have my own burning at some campsite and smoke my own geef. I'm not paying. I'm not doing that. $3,000 with a tier flexible model. When you buy a ticket for somebody or hire you full cost, you can participate, produce Black Box City. That's just nuts. I'm sorry, man. I'm not. I can do my own. Me and Carl can go to a campsite and smoke marijuana and have the time of my life. And that's all it is. A bunch of pot smoking idiots. That's all it is. That's all it is, bitches. So that's coming up for people. It was 2 years ago. They had all that rain and stuff. People were freaking out. Remember that? It was like, holy balls. It's time for Pam Bonaty to go. Was she lying then or was she lying now? Only one Republican votes in favor of releasing. Oh my goodness. Indiana Pure Spark strong response with Hui County and Post on Tuesday. I see. The blind man says to his deaf wife. But it is good to see. Like I said, Carl is back in the saddle, right? Just like that. It's his comfort food. I got a video coming Friday. I was driving and eat some ice cream. That's my comfort food. So Carl will never end. She'll, I guess it's your comfort food to talk about his young ass. It just amazes me. I don't know. I don't get it, but it is what it is. What's this about? 500 tons of emergency food meant what? Administration to incinerate 500 tons of emergency food meant for children. Okay. Country music fans send healing vibes to Darius Rucker on his canceled concert. Back on tour just a few days ago, he stepped back from the show. Lived out Thursday in Douglas Simons, Maryland. 2 days of 300-year-old country singer took Instagram and destroyed his personal remorse for needing back out on the Atlantic City show. Oh, where is he? Is he coming to here? Is he going to be here? Let me see. He's in Oklahoma, Las Vegas, Tennessee. He's overseas, State Line, Nevada. That's North Tahoe. I love that. That's a great area. He's in Wisconsin, Ohio. Nope, we got nothing in Minnesota. He's in Wisconsin. Not that I'm going to go, but there he is, Wade Park, Minnesota. He's coming up on the 24th, so he is in Wade Park, Minnesota. Means Iowa, Missouri, New York, Massachusetts. It's a long one. Hustles all the way back to Wisconsin. I think he goes across to Idaho. So cool. State line's cool. So it kind of goes on, comes up, kind of goes, then he goes overseas. So good for him. I saw Rick Springfield calls out today's show, of course, for yawning during the interview. That was pretty funny. What am I, boring? That was hilarious. Oh my goodness. But I love this mega meltdown behavior. But it is good to see Dinger pumping out. Disappointing that Blind View's MIA. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with Blind Views. That's what he sees it, way he hears it. MIA in action, not doing anything, and maybe he's horsing around. Maybe he's in the garage, and the wife grounded his young ass in the garage. Just like barium exposure. Refused to capitulate to the wife and hasn't done anything. I still want a good live stream of his young ass, whining, pissing, moaning, looking at the phone in the garage, the she shed, complaining and pissing and moaning. Over here on the lovely and talented The View, we want to see. Speaking of The View, I was thinking, what's her name? Oh, there we go. Oh, perfect. Here he is.
Call from...
This is Dinger. I was told to call the show.
To accept, press 1. To send a...
Dinger, welcome to the show.
Well, hey, there you guys are. It's me, Dinger. Am I speaking to Chipotle?
You're speaking to Chipotle. How in the hell are you?
All right, Chipotle. Well, I got a couple of bones to pick with you and that desert drunk Grifters Anonymous old man's nation for picking on me. I'm a GD military veteran.
And he's picking on your young ass, and so you're mad as hell at that drunk guy on the moon, huh?
And all I'm trying to do is expose the truth about Timmy preying on other senior citizens like myself.
So,
now I know I do have a buy me a coffee. I don't know if you've ever noticed this or not.
I have not noticed.
But I have a buy me a coffee link on my videos. Now that I'm not asking for money. I'm not asking for money. But if you want to give it to me, I'm not going to say no. Pool chemicals ain't cheap. I know you've seen my 4-foot deep pool in my videos.
Yeah, I did. I've seen all that behavior.
By God, I got a lot of Arcadias in my yard too, and my fans are complaining. But if they want a microphone, somebody's going to have to donate me a coffee.
That's right. You got yourself a microphone. I understand you did a video with your family around on your hero, Sarasota Tim. Is that true?
Now, I do need to defend myself here because there was just a pause in the conversation, and I just thought it would be a great opportunity to show all my fans, my 853 fans, that I'm at Carrabba's eating a chicken marsala. I'm so gosh darn unoriginal that I even ordered Timmy's chicken marsala. Terrible, by the way. But you know, my wife and I they was talking about some stuff that I'm just not interested in, so I thought I'd see my real friends on the internet.
Well, that's unbelievable. I mean, that you finally call the show, and you're capitulating to the show. You're finally realizing all we need is barium exposure to call them the show.
You know, I got a bone to pick with you too, Chipotle.
Yep.
It kind of ticks me off when you call my friend Carl Santa Claus.
Really? You get mad at that?
I mean, I know I've said it before. Carl might not care, but I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't call another man Santa Claus.
So you're a little bitter that I'm calling him Santa Claus. He's your brother or your boy, and so.
Well, we do talk on the phone now, as I'm sure you know, because hell, I ain't got anything else to do except watching videos about Timmy. And sometimes Carl calls me, and even if I'm out to dinner with the wife and the friends, I'll pause my Sarasota Tim video and talk to Carl.
That's right. So how was your time in the Navy? Was it a good time?
Listen, I know you keep saying allegedly about that. Do you want to hear the song that I would sing with my brothers in the Navy?
Go ahead.
It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Chipotle.
Unbelievable. So, Dinger, have you watched any of the Carpetbagger by any chance?
Oh man. I don't. All I watch is Sarasota Tim. Sarasota Tim.
Well, what do you think?
And Blind Views. I watch Blind Views.
Yeah,
I like Blind Views.
He's kind of MIA. Blind Views is.
Yeah, I was noticing that, and I don't know. I was really wondering about that actually, because Tater's been making videos.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of sad that he's MIA in the brown shirts and everything else. So I think it's interesting. I mean, I noticed that your sister, morning, Miss Vicky, she pledged her love today to Sarasota Tim. She said she loves him.
Let me think here, because them's Arcadias, boy, they've been messing with my brain. Was today's video that Miss Vicky made the one where she said, I know people say I'm obsessed with Tim? Was that today's video?
Yep, that was the one where she said that.
All right. Yeah, I got interrupted in the middle of watching that, so I don't know the end result. I had to mow the grass.
Yeah,
my wife came out into my she shed and she said, gosh darn it, then here the grass is getting tall.
I know. So, but yeah, she was she pledged her love. She pledged her love to him and said that she loves the man and she's all upset about the teeth and everything else. And then I made a comment down below and she said whatever. So she's
oh no.
And she
hit you with the whatever.
Then she was also hitting on she likes Tampa J, so she really wants to rob the cable the cradle now. She's liking Tampa J, so and if Chris the girl finds out that an elderly woman is hitting on her fiance of many years, there could be a troll war on YouTube.
I did see that. She said Tampa J, great creator. I did see that. I did.
Yeah, he was. He was all excited about this behavior. So she's moving in on people, and I think she wants to marry him. I really think here in Sarasota, Tim. I mean, maybe what we can do is get you ordained minister. And do you have a very big backyard where you live out there down there in Jacksonville? Would be a great place to get married on your property.
And I got a pool. Yeah, I got that 4 foot deep, 4 foot wide swimming pool. I know you've seen it in the background of my videos. Yeah, it was pretty small in the advertisement, and it was even smaller in my yard.
Yep. So I mean, you just have you're vegging a lot on Sarasota Tim. You really are. I mean, you really are. I mean, you're just. Are you trying to fill in for Carl?
I have got to get to 1,000 subscribers, Chipotle. I do. I don't have anything else going on. All right, let's be real.
Because right now you're on the world famous The View. Right now you're because we all know your brother Baron Exposure likes to rip, whatever else, and yeah,
that guy Casey Grits keeps begging me to call, so I did. I called the show. I did.
I know, at least.
Ding-a-linger.
Yeah, the ding-a-linger decides to call a show. So what do you think of the old man nation making fun of you driving around Costco?
Okay. He did talk about that I had to park close to a spot because I can't walk my big fat ass down the parking lot, and he must have seen that video I made where I was unloading the water bottle from the car. I admit it was not the most flattering camera angle, but you know what they say, it adds 10 pounds.
That's right, absolutely.
Oh my goodness. But I can walk. I just don't want to, okay?
So it's just just kind of like with your sister. What's her name out there? MzVicky.
Oh, morning. Yep. We just don't want to walk. We don't have to walk, okay? They should have a veteran parking spot for me to park in, okay? I was in the Navy.
Allegedly.
No, I sang you my unit song. I said I did it. That's proof. Proof is in the chocolate pudding.
That's right. So what do you think about? I don't know if you read, Trev. What do you think about the mega meltdown with the list on Jeffrey Epstein? What do you think?
Okay, well, you might not know this about me, Chipotle, but I am MAGA myself. So if he says there's no list, and that means they're going to release Ghislaine Maxwell. I bet she's getting released because she can't possibly traffic nobody to nobody.
So true. You're absolutely right. I mean, well, as I say, line then or line now, right?
Yeah, you know what? It was all. I bet you it came from Hunter Biden's laptop. The whole thing.
You think so? You think it?
I bet he was smoking crack. The Biden crime family, he was smoking crack, just typing away on his laptop. I bet you that the Clinton Foundation set up Jeffrey Epstein. Yep, I bet they did.
Really? Interesting. Fear
you know, I saw on my brother Barry McSposure's video. He took it down, though. I don't know why he took it down. It was a great video. He said that they was releasing the truth about chemtrails. So I'm excited to hear that.
Yeah, I don't know, Dinger. I mean, he got to remember the hunch. He got elected with all these conspiracy theories, and what's your favorite comfort food? What is your favorite comfort food you had to? Let's say your mom made you something. What would be your favorite comfort food, sir?
Well, you know, I'm a Southern boy, so I would probably say I like me some red beans and rice. Yep.
Well, it's like so. Then your mother comes to you with grilled cheese and water. So you were expecting a comfort food from your mother, but guess what came in? Chipotle came in and gave you grilled cheese and water and said, "This is what you get." He promises in the dark, as Pat Benatar said. So the fear mongering and all that behavior went on, and you know they didn't get their comfort food.
Now, is my mom giving me the grilled cheese and water, or is the God Emperor Donald J. Trump giving me the grilled cheese and water? Because I would eat a dog turd if that's what he told me was my comfort food.
Donald J. will give it to you.
Make America great again.
That's
Make
right.
it great. Liberation Day.
That's right. Liberation Day. Just remember, Ronald Reagan said, "Make America great again." He stole that behavior, but then again, right? Who cares, right?
We're all going to be so rich from those tariffs. My wallet's going to be so full I won't be able to sit straight.
But what do you think of him being a draft dodger? Do you not care about that, or is that just not a big deal?
The man has foot problems, okay? All right? He's got foot problems. He's documented, okay?
I see. This is an historic.
I think you just don't want to believe it because you're a hater. That's what I think. He's got foot problems.
Really?
He served with all the tax money he paid all those years. Yes, he did.
But you don't care about the bankruptcy. That's not a big deal to you, right?
Listen, if it was illegal, he'd get in trouble for it. All those rich people, they know all the tricks. They know every trick in the book. What's good for me is not for thee. Right?
So do you think, Dinger? Do you think he'll run for a third term? What do you think? Hey,
I voted for him 3 times. I sure as shooting vote for him the 4th. Yes, I will.
You want him to get in, okay? I mean, do you go to Mighty Python's live streams and give money?
Oh my goodness, Ray, she is sent from heaven to tell the truth about Timmy. Sent from heaven. He can do no wrong either. Yep, I watch all 4 hours of those live streams. Even if I'm at dinner with my friends and families, I put in an earbud and I watch me some Life and Dive. Yes, I do.
Wow, so you
Yep.
sit there. So, like, if you're watching TV with your lovely, talented wife, you're listening to in the ear while you're watching TV with her.
Oh, hell no. I'm out in my she shed on my computer. You've seen my setup. She can watch TV by herself, okay?
Wow, okay.
She knows not to bother me during Thirsty Thursdays with the brown shirt, and she knows not to bother me when Ray is spitting truth about Sarasota Tim.
I mean, are you ever going to, tell me about that video you did with New York Idiot out there at the Denny's.
Okay. Yeah, New York Dan. Well, so, all right, you may know I don't have a lot going on, okay? I don't have a lot going on. I'm not afraid to admit that. So I'm out in the she shed, and I realized that New York Dan was coming down to Florida. And I said, whoa, wee, let's go. Let's tell the truth about Sarasota Tim. People don't know the truth. He has to be exposed. So we went and we made in a Denny's, and I got some food, and New York Dan said, I'm eating if you pay. So I guess New York Dan didn't eat, did he? Because I ain't got no money to pay for New York Dan because nobody's buying me a coffee. So anyway, the hardest part about my meeting with New York Dan was other people were in the restaurant, and they were watching us. And I could tell that they were like, are these two fellers over here gossiping? But thank goodness that those people were there, because they got to hear the truth firsthand from the truth tellers about that EIDL grifter, Sarasota Tim. Now, have you ever watched a video from New York Dan?
I've tortured myself through maybe 2, and the one with you and him was probably one of the top 5 videos of 2025. Your thoughts?
So the hardest part about having a conversation with New York Dan is it's like he's talking in slow motion. Oh boy, that was like a 45-minute conversation that could have been 15. You know what I'm talking about, brother? Oh, that was a little bit tough. When I watch his videos, I put it on 2 times speed, but there's no 2 times speed in real life unless you're hitting the crystal meth like the truckers do to stay up all night. Oh, my goodness. And I didn't have any on me because I don't do that, all right? I'm not a truck driver.
What's your favorite beer, like Black Label or Babs Black Blue Ribbon? I mean, be careful now. Be careful when you answer this question. You don't want the king to get mad. So what's your favorite beer? Make sure it's above brow. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, you know what? I don't drink beer. I'm more of a Shirley Temple kind of guy. I like to keep my wits about me.
Have you ever dabbled in any marijuana or geef in your younger years, or do you?
Oh, no, sir. Even when because I've been around the world. I don't know if you know this about me. I was in the Navy. I'm a veteran. I don't know if you know that or not.
But I've been told that.
I'm still, yeah. I don't know. I don't like to talk about it, but I do talk about it. Anyway, so sometimes when we would port, well, some of my brothers in arms, they would hit the geef a little bit. But not old dinger. I like to keep my wits about me. Yes, I do.
Yeah, you don't want to get too hard to drive fast and fall off the aircraft carrier.
But I don't know if you ever used brake cleaner, carburetor cleaner, but sometimes when we was working on them aircraft, if you need a little pick-me-up and you take a little puff off of that can, you'd be seeing stars.
Where they always take a trip and never leave the farm?
Oh, sometimes, yep. Sometimes we did. Well, let's see.
How's the weather down there in Jacksonville? Is it
we're about a mile from the sun. Yep, and I'd say the humidity's about 110%. I'm sweating threw my shirt out here in the she shed, but I can't come inside and make my bitches.
Do you think you're ever going to go down and see your hero, Sarasota Tim? You ever going to make a shot across the state and go see him?
I think I've seen about all I need to see because he gets me so worked up. I'm not sure I could be in the same zip code as him. He gets me so worked up, Chipotle, because he's out there grifting, and people don't know the truth about him. He reminds me of a car salesman.
Yep.
And I know you saw my video about the car salesman. Did you see it?
Yep.
I went down there and I gave them a piece of my mind. Yes, I did.
Got all.
I can't stand injustices.
Get all angry, go down there to the car dealership, and you're the world famous dinger on YouTube.
I get a little triggered.
You're an ex-Navy man. You don't mess with the Navy.
Listen, I don't think there's an ass in Jacksonville I couldn't kick if I didn't get worked up enough.
I but imagine. So what? I mean, what do you? I mean, let's talk about Old Man Nation. He's been just trolling the living crap out of all the haters. What's your thoughts on that man in the desert? What do you think?
Listen, I don't know why you keep using that word, haters. We are simply telling the truth about Sarasota Tim. Now, grifter, Old Man's Nation, desert, drinking guy, whatever you want to call him. He's got a real problem with all of us. And I don't understand why. I do understand why, okay? He's a woke liberal. He's a woke liberal. So, he wouldn't rather be right, he'd rather be left. You know what I'm saying? If he's in an argument, it ain't about being right, it's about being left, right?
Correct.
Yeah. All right. Yep. Woo!
Oh yeah, he likes to rip on you. He likes to make fun of you.
He was really owning barium exposure in that video he made. That was the Morning Michigan or whatever. I got to admit, I laughed. I don't acknowledge barium exposure. None of us do. All right, it's like an unspoken rule. You do not acknowledge barium exposure.
So it's
like that uncle at the family gatherings that sits off by himself and eats.
It's kind of like
we're related to him, but we don't really talk to him.
It's kind of like Sven Johnson I used to argue with. So more or less, it's like he shall not be named, right? That should be mainly what.
Have you ever seen them Harry Potter's movies? And they don't say Voldemort's name. Voldemort, that's who barium exposure is. Voldemort.
Yeah, you don't want to say his name. He should just be. He shall not be named.
We can't say his name because it gives him power.
Yep.
Yeah, he wants that. He wants recognition. Worse than I do, to be honest. He's got over 1,000 doggone subs, and it drives me crazy. I don't. But anyway.
So, I mean, do you think you're gonna? Who do you think will get to 1,000? Me or you? Who do you think will get there first?
I don't know if you noticed, but JJ has already passed me too, and it's really.
He's passed you.
JJ passed me already. Yep.
Well, that's gotta suck. All of a sudden, now you get passed.
Yeah. JJ made a video the other day where he was talking, and he's got a gosh darn northeastern accent. That guy.
I know some. It's never ending. I mean, you have to continue to put out those videos and keep like 9 minutes long, and you got to be creative, and don't do without notes, and your person you want to pass is Carl. That's who you want to model yourself after, Carl, the Santa Claus.
Well, Carl is allowed to leave the house a little bit more often than I am. I don't know if you noticed that.
So you have to ask permission to leave the house, or what's the deal?
I wouldn't call it permission, but sometimes the she shed is the place to be. Well, I tell you what, Chipotle, I got about 5 minutes. Were you planning on calling anybody, or?
I don't. You want me to call somebody?
I wonder if maybe not Carl. You surprise me. Call that desert drunk, and I'll pick my bone with him, or call Carl, and I'll defend him. Your choice.
Okay.
I'll hold.
Here we go. Here we go. Carl, you there, Carl?
Yeah.
I got Dinger on the phone. Dinger, say hello to Carl.
Hey, everybody, Carl, rootin', tootin', booty scootin'. This is Dinger.
I can see you right down there in the corner of my phone.
Hey, there you are, Carl. I'm out here in the she shed, and hopefully them Arcadias aren't so darn loud that you can't hear me, okay?
That microphone made it better. It did make it better. You can still hear them, but they're drowned a little better.
Well, nobody pointed it out, but the doggone microphone wasn't even working, okay? Don't yank my chain, Carl. I'm a Navy man.
Okay.
I don't know if you know this or not, but I was in the Navy.
Hey, those, a lot of creators, even though it doesn't look that great, they just hold the microphone with their hand and talk into it, even though it's a little thing.
Yeah, but I'm using my hands to show the videos, the Sarasota Tim videos. I'm using them to expose him, Carl. I'm telling the truth. I'm exposing him.
I know.
Hey, Carl, I want you to know, before we were on the line here, I told Chipotle that I do not appreciate him calling you Santa Claus. I told him, just so you know.
Yeah, we've been over that before.
I know, but I never told him this is my first time calling the show yet.
Yeah, I told you there'd probably be a show today.
Let me think, what else? Oh, I forgot to tell him not to call you Crash.
What do you mean you can't?
I love it.
You don't like I call him Crash?
That's like my favorite nickname yet. I own that.
Okay. All right.
That's a good one.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess he can call you Crash then.
Yeah, it's all cool.
Hey, I want to know.
Call me Crash.
I want to know, Carl. What did you think about that doggone drinking desert grifter making a video about me?
Yeah, well, people do what people do.
Yeah,
That's the whole
true.
fun of it. That's the whole fun of it all. Everybody being different.
Yeah, I just wish. Now, Carl, I don't know if you noticed this or not, but I do have a buy me a coffee link in my videos. Have you ever noticed that?
Oh, you big bugger. You got your government check from the Navy and you still need a coffee?
It's there. If you click on my videos, it's there. Now, only one person has ever donated to me, but that same person has donated to me twice. So I think that's pretty cool. Really?
Yeah. What do you willing?
Yeah.
How you got the cricket stuff?
I'm so glad you're back making videos about Sarasota Tim.
I'm crying
so
now.
glad. Timmy?
I'm crying now.
Yeah, it is a lot more fun, but I realized I don't want to get bogged down in this day-to-day stuff.
Oh, really? You got better things to do? Because I sure as hell don't. Really?
No, just looking at the tree gets you bogged down, but you just look at the forest, you're all right.
But don't you think that it's more important than your own personal satisfaction, than the friends of your guests and your family at a dinner to expose Tim? Don't you think that, Carl?
No, I don't pay much attention to Tim when I'm not watching him or talking about him.
He just makes me mad, Carl.
He's a cautionary tale is what Tim is.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I met a few of those. Carl, listen, I proved earlier to Chipotle that I was in the Navy because I sang my unit song. Would you like to hear it?
You was a Master Chief. I don't know if you're a Master Chief, but you was a chief.
He wants
Listen,
to. He
you
wants
want
to
to hear
sit.
the song or not, Carl? You want the song or not, Carl? Doggone it.
I'm really getting all fussy on me. All right, let's hear it.
All right, hold on. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. Woo! You ever heard that song before, Carl?
You gotta park in parking lot number 2 when you go there.
At Nathan Bendover Park. Oh, Timmy, he's going to turn into a steak.
Yeah. Someone told me that, I don't know if it's you, but someone was telling me that having the shirt off going across that bridge is the same thing as going to parking lot number 2.
Yeah, that's the new, I heard that's a new way to signal that you're interested, that you're looking. Now, you will never catch me with a shirt off in my she shed.
No, nobody wants to see that.
There's 2 things you'll never catch old Dinger with: a closed microphone or a shirt off.
I just turned 60, but I mean, get it. You still keep vanity when you get that old. You should just be glad you're breathing.
Well, in that video where old Timmy, where he was sitting in the back of the truck in the parking lot, I've never seen anybody do anything like that before, by the way. But you could see he kind of had some man boobs there, and that just made me a little bit uncomfortable. And my wife, I told her, now you look away from the doggone TV because I don't want you looking at Timmy's man boobs and getting any ideas.
Well, if he was in Illinois, they would have taken a pool liner and put it in the back of the pickup truck and filled it up with water. And he had been sitting in a little hot tub in the back of his truck.
Now, you know, I will drive around for 1 hour looking for a parking spot. No, I don't have to. All right, I can walk. I just don't want to. So, if I'd have seen that boy sitting in the back of that truck, I'd have been so triggered.
I think he gets out there early to make some money, and he's like, $10, you can have my spot.
That's a great idea. You working today, Carl? You driving for whatever you're driving?
Yeah, I'm taking a load of groceries right now as we're talking.
You got to go in the store and choose them, or you just pick them up pre-packaged?
I do both. This one I stopped at Sam's, and I got my dinner at the same time. Always confused the person on the way out. I'm like, well, this order is Spark, and this order I paid for myself.
Oh, you talking about them folks checking your receipt at the door?
Yeah.
I used to do that.
Some 9-pack. Oh, okay.
I used to do that job. Yeah, I used to do for just a little while. I was checking receipts at the doors, but I saw too many liberals, and I couldn't keep my mouth shut. I said, "I'm a GD military veteran." They didn't want to hear about it.
Yeah,
Timbo would say, "I don't have one because I couldn't afford it."
Oh, can't afford a receipt. Yeah, that's because he is a criminal that must be exposed. The truth must be exposed.
He's a criminal. Didn't Michael Jackson write a song like that? Criminal.
He's a smooth criminal, Carl. He's a smooth criminal.
Smooth criminal. Well, I don't know how smooth Timmy is.
Only song I listen to is the MASH theme song, Carl. Or I listen
the YMCA has in the Navy. You can set your brother free in the Navy.
Carl, do you think a MAGA man like myself would listen to the Village People? I don't think so. I also listen to Toby Keith, courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue.
They got an Indian and an officer of the law and a construction worker, and I forget what the other one is.
That's a little too much diversity for me, Carl. Too much DEI, a little too woke.
Yeah.
Yep, sure is. Rootin' tootin' booty scootin', Carl. Oh. All right, well, hey, listen, guys. I gotta mow the yard. I gotta clean my 4x4 swimming pool. Mm-hmm. So, unless you have any more questions for me in my interview, this is probably a one-time thing because I got better things to do. I don't got nothing to do, but I got better things to do. And did you know I was in the military?
I guess so. You're allegedly in the military. So you're a Navy veteran.
Yeah.
Thanks for your service.
Okay, well, yeah. I'm not looking for things. I don't like to bring it up. But you're welcome. You're welcome. You are welcome. Yep. Mm-hmm. All them liberals out there, free to paint their fingernails whatever color they like because of me. I don't know. Now, Carl, sometimes I hear you talking to the Desert Rifter, okay? Mark.
Yeah.
That's his name.
Yes,
sorry. My memory's not so great. Anyway, you think in an argument he would rather be right or left? Okay. All right. Well,
I think he's to the left.
It's so hot out here in the she shed that I have sweat through my shorts. So I got to go inside, turn on a little bit of Fox News. Yes, I do. All right. Well, hey, you boys, you have a good one. Chipotle?
Yep.
I don't want to hear you talking any more mess about me, and I don't want to hear you calling him Santa Claus. And I know you're listening out there, Barry and Exposure, and you're right about them chemtrails. Yes, you are. All right, this is Lieutenant Commander Dinger signing out.
There he goes. Dinger calls the show. Nice.
Dinger calls the show.
So you want me to call Mark?
First time caller.
Should I call Mark?
First time caller, long time listener. Oh yeah. Give him a call.
Okay, let's hang on a second. Add a call. Let me see. Okay. I'm dying. I'm just dying. All right. Let me see if he's available. Here we go.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going? Hang on a second. All right, welcome to the show. Guess what? We had Dinger on.
You had who?
We had Dinger on the show with Carl.
Dinger-linger. No way.
Yeah.
Wow. When are you gonna put it up?
Probably
Tonight or tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll do that. So you'll hear. Yeah. Well, Dinger-linger.
Yeah, Carl must have tried to persuade him to come on because I know that Carl's good buddy, and Carl was a little disappointed in my video. I know on Dingalinger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was. He had a bone to pick with your young ass. He was a little, He was a little mad, he was on for a good 25 minutes. Then he was on with Carl, and we had the time of our life. He was singing YMCA, and he was having the time.
Did you know he was in the Navy?
Yeah, I heard he was in. I heard he was a Navy SEAL.
He was a Navy SEAL.
He was one of the ones that infiltrated Argentina down there. He was with the Grenada group down there with the Green Berets that went into Grenada.
Mm-hmm.
With Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, with old Reagan leading the charge.
Yep. So it was good to see him come on. So he wanted to make a poem with you, but he had to get going. So he talked with Carl, and those guys stitched up for a good 5 minutes. I didn't say a word. Those guys were going back and forth like two old people.
Wow.
But he was making fun of you about your videos on him. He was all upset that I called him Santa Claus and Crash and everything else. He's all upset.
Yeah, Cowpote was speechless. Imagine that.
I didn't know what to say. He took over the show. It literally was the Dinger Show. It was literally the Dinger Show.
Damn. Yeah. Hey, you know what? Watch out for those ones that want to take charge of your show like that. That's you gotta watch out. You gotta stay in command.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta stay in charge of your show.
Yep. Dinger came on.
You gotta embrace the chaos.
Yep.
Yeah.
Every once in a while.
So I need your nephew to fly down here and do some aluminum welding on a tank for me.
Who? Me?
Yeah, I need your nephew to come down here. You said you put him through welding school, and,
Yep.
and I'm sure he knows how to do aluminum. And
Oh yeah.
no,
Isn't aluminum the hardest one?
I would think so,
It is.
because you got to wear a mask and everything because of the toxicity of it.
Because he does a lot of welding.
I thought aluminum was the hardest stuff to
It's the
burn.
toughest thing to
I
do.
bet.
Because my nephew,
Yeah.
he puts together fire trucks for a living. So they do a lot.
Oh, yeah?
Up there in Wyoming, they
cool.
it's a big fire truck place that makes fire trucks, and they're big.
Oh, that's
he makes
cool.
like I don't know what he makes, like 100 and some. He used to did a lot of welding on some oil tankers, oil. I think tank where he did a lot of stuff. He went over to China and stuff. So that was good money, but he finally just decided to stay local because he lives in Hinckley. So
Well, there's a lot of tankers that are sinking in the Red Sea right now. I mean,
right, but no, he did.
already they got a couple of them. So
But he did a lot of welding overseas and like oil facilities and stuff. He makes some good money, but he got just sick and tired of being with his wife. So he works for the. There's a place in Wyoming, Minnesota that they do fire trucks. So he makes a very good living working fire trucks. There's a lot of welding, you name it, he does it. He makes he makes a good 6-figure. So I know he makes good money doing it. So it's close to his house. He's home, and the other one he was making very good money, but the point was never home. So.
yeah,
It's great to make the money. It's great to make it, but if you're not home,
Yeah, I knew a lot of guys that traveled with Bechtel, and they would do that, and it's good money. It's real good money, but you're away from home and everything,
Right.
and you can move up the ladder with Bechtel. You don't need the college degree or anything with them.
Correct.
Because when I worked with them and over here at the nuclear plant, got a lot of those guys.
But Dinger was in a good mood. I don't think he was on any hooch. You don't think he would? I don't think he was on any hooch. He was good in a good time, and he had a bone to pick with you. He's that drinking moon guy, and he was all over you. But he wasn't mean. He just was a little,
Oh, I was just messing around with him because I don't even really watch him. I just watched just a little bit of one, and I just thought. I don't know. It just came to me. I don't hate the guy or nothing like that.
No, he said that he knows how to walk. He just doesn't want to walk. He wants to be like Morning and wants to get close to Costco. So, but he.
Oh well. To tell you the truth, that you might have got it, but I did the dinger one of Costco driving around. That was supposed to be really MzVicky. Mm-hmm. That's supposed to represent, but I couldn't really do that because the wife talks to MzVicky, and anyways, I didn't want to get into that kind of a headache there.
You didn't want to piss off the wife.
So I just went ahead and just made it Dinger going around doing that instead. But if anybody watches MzVicky, they should be able to see the correlation. But
oh, I knew you were doing it. It was pretty funny. You drive around Costco.
Yeah, I love her parking wars.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, isn't that, what? She could do some real, that's all she needs to do. She doesn't have to do anything else. She could come up with all kinds of shit, about that. She could make up some stuff.
Well, did you hear the video today?
I don't know if it give away where she works or anything, but like if
she works
around,
she works at Tyson. Yeah.
She said she was in love with Sarasota. She said she loved him.
She would love to move down. She's told that she would love to move down to the villages. She said she loves that place.
But she actually said that's why I love him, because she was bitching about his teeth, right? So she was in her car. She was now she's on to Tampa J, so she's now moving in on Chris the Girl, right? So she's kind of moving in on the territory of Chris the Girl on Tampa J. So she's liking Tampa J, and she's twice his senior, so she's kind of moving in on a younger version of Daily Woo. So she's kind of moving around now from different creators to one to the other. So. But I typed down below. I said something about you're in love with the guy, and then oh whatever. It's like, well, I'm sorry, but you're in love with the man. You claim you. That's why I said she wants to get married to the man. She would marry Sarasota Tim on the beach tomorrow if she could. She would.
Well, I don't think her Dave is her friend Dave, or her fiance Dave is You know, I think that's more of just a friendship thing.
She'll break it off for Sarasota Tim. She'd do it tomorrow. She'd leave him tomorrow. So she's a do-gooder. She would do it. She would break it off. You know, I mean, guarantee it. If he came knocking on her door tomorrow with a ring and said, "Listen, let's pack. Here's a U-Haul. Let's go." She would be tears in her eyes, and she would be in his arms and going back down to Sarasota. So, and
But you're in some dreamland.
what?
Say what?
You're in some dreamland. You're in some dreamland. That would never happen.
Yes, it would.
Well, he's got a good imagination, is what it is.
So true.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Like I told my wife, I said, you just don't have an imagination.
Exactly.
It's
That's a good story.
Well, it's the way I look at it. I mean, when she pledged her love to him on her video today, I'm like, I was right. You do want to marry this young ass.
What was I going to say? Something about, Carl, did you notice Sarasota Tim today? I just went on his page to look at the ones. I don't watch them, but did you notice how he's kind of like filming ahead, and he'll go out and he'll put them out the next day and all, because his shirts were different colors and or at least a different shade of blue, or didn't have a collar on it. Because the last time I looked this morning, he only had 2 out, and they were very short.
I don't pay that close of attention to it unless someone brings it up.
Oh, okay.
I didn't notice that, but I think they watched the ones today, and I think they came in no order, or they were in order. I don't know, but he's editing now because he's so mad. He's saying stuff that he doesn't mean to say, and then he's like, "Darn, why'd they say that?"
Yeah.
Really?
He's too lazy to go back and do the whole thing over. So now he's clipping stuff together.
Oh.
Especially that rant video had a ton of edits on it.
Oh.
Because he probably said something, and then he went down the line of thought, and he's like, "No, I don't want to do that."
He's kind of starting to really falter quite a bit here recently, huh? Don't you think?
Well, when you guys call him out on his behavior, that's what happens. That makes him look bad. So he's
normally when he edits, that means that he's back with Tammy, because Tammy does the editing.
Oh, I would think so.
So maybe he is back with Tammy, and that date that he had the other night was with Tammy, and he's forgiven her that she went and ran off with Hilton Tom.
Money talks, don't it? Money talks all the time.
Well, good for Hilton Tom to get out of her clutches.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean,
He would have been the new Dwayne. She's a
you're getting that from. Yeah, you're getting that from everything's coming from JJ, anyways, right? Yeah, all the stuff about Hilton Tom and stuff like that. I don't even follow any of that.
He must have really done JJ wrong. See more than him just deleting comments about his wife.
Well, JJ can be pretty destructive. You know, when he was friends with Tim and everything, he was going after other people and doing stuff, and he's got like a little mean streak in him, you know.
I remember dogging him, saying that he was Tim's little bitch. I kind of feel bad about it, but like it was true at the time.
So I saw that video today, Carl. It looks like you're trying to do what Cowboy's doing there. Cowboy went into the woods there. He went into the Neverland woods, you know, showing you a path and everything. That brought back memories when I lived back in Maryland and all. We used to go into places like that, and it's so cool. Kids should always be raised in a green place like that.
Yeah, that's a great place.
There's so many things you can do.
That's a great place.
You know?
I've been there many times with the dogs.
I did a short one on the Illinois River today too.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking about. Yeah, that's the one I watched.
Yeah,
you need to build a raft. Build a raft. You need to do it like Steve, what's his name? The guy from Canada, Steve Wallace or something like that. Or I can't remember.
It was a nice little outlook, and I'm like, let's share this with everybody. Give everybody a little taste of Illinois.
Build yourself a raft. Go out there. you and Cowpote could get together. You guys could build yourself a raft and go on down there. You can navigate the river, and you could pull off somewhere. You can have a battery hooked up to an electric trolling motor or something, and you guys could, put a tent on there if you want, or you could just go by and camp on the riverside there.
I don't trust Carl in a two-man tent.
Tent on a raft, and we just float all the way to New Orleans.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Go down the mighty.
Now that might be a little treacherous, but
it's not treacherous.
I was thinking of the snake.
We'd hit the mighty Mo at St. Louis. Go down to St. Louis, just through Memphis, down through Mississippi, New Orleans.
Probably have all the Corps engineers at the dam locks or something waiting for you there, and say, get that raft off of there.
I'm Tom Sawyer. He's Huckleberry Finn. Haven't you heard of us?
Yeah.
We're two famous YouTubers and a legend in our own minds, We're YouTubers. We can do whatever the hell we want,
We found a time machine. We went to the future.
But it is. There's this guy, is Steve Wallace, or Willis. It's Wallace, WILL, I don't know, AS or something like that. He's Canadian. I mean, this guy's he gets like 300,000 views on one, and really good. He used to have a good friend, he's called Angry Neighbor or something like that. And they built a raft and everything and did that kind of stuff up in Canada there. Cause their main thing is to go stealth camping is what it is, in crazy places.
Yeah. Well, Cowpote's already in Minnesota. We could just start at the origin of the mighty Mo and come all the way down.
Correct.
Well, yeah, that would be a good thing.
Yeah.
Yep. You guys got a lot of ponds.
It starts somewhere up there, maybe I think 100 miles south of Canada.
Yes.
You could get yourself up, probably go into a wrecking yard there and find an old pontoon boat or something, even if it's just anything, and flotation, and start going down.
Right.
Hey,
upload videos every day and go, you got to donate to us so we can have a fun vacation.
Exactly.
Hey, you guys it would take off. I think so. Absolutely.
We can.
My neighbor up here, he's got a one of those life rafts, from the cruise liners, those big orange ones that are all enclosed. I said, what? He brings it back, from, I don't know, LA, he bought it in the auction or something. What are you going to do with that? He just likes to buy stuff, I think. Oh, yeah, me and my buddy, we're thinking about, taking it out and going down to a river, going down. I said, okay, all right, whatever. His mind goes crazy like that, so he's got a lot of stuff around. He's got one of those out there. It's crazy.
So when he dies, someone's got to get rid of that behavior.
I remember years back watching somebody go from the origin of the Mississippi all the way down. I watched it. Yeah. I can't remember what it was, but I remember watching it.
Carpetbagger
pretty cool.
Carpetbagger did a video. He started up way up north. He followed it down through the cities, down to the end. He did a Mississippi. He started at the very beginning up Minnesota, came to St. Paul and worked his way down to the very end of it. He did like the cities along the way, the Mighty Mo. So
yeah, but you got to be on the river.
Right. Oh no, I totally understand.
People will know you're coming and they'll meet you at the dock.
Oh yeah.
Those people at Disneyland saying, we're going to be at this dock at 6 p.m. tonight. Bring us dinner.
Well, just like there's people that will live stream why they're in Disney, and then people will buy them a meal at a restaurant, like a dinner place. Like you can. So we're going to this place. That's what I've seen that before, where they'll.
Yeah, because there's lots of bars that are right on the river. So we'll just say, hey, we're going to be this bar on the river. Buy us dinner.
It never hurts to ask, right? It never hurts to ask, right? It never hurts to ask.
Yeah, Ziggy, make sure we got Miller Lights when we get there.
Exactly. Yep. Or no, let's get woke. Let's get some Bud. Let's get some Budweiser, some Bud.
No,
it's not the official beer of the Ziggy Show.
What's the Ziggy and I? What's his favorite? What's his favorite one?
Miller Lite in a bottle.
Oh, really?
Miller Lite in the bottle, yeah, that's what it is. That's where I got it from. And actually, I went in and got one right now just because I'm sitting down now talking.
Isn't that against the King's rule? I mean, you can't be drinking that kind of beer.
I don't know, but after a hot day of work, you come home and you drink one. It's even better than soda. It's even better than water.
It's better because you can drink twice as many as a Modelo, so, but it still has the same alcohol content in it. But, once in a while I'll have a Modelo and then, kind of like switch up the taste buds in your mouth.
I noticed your uncle has been MIA there, Blind Views. He's been MIA.
Isn't that something? I called him out last night. I said, what's up with this? No more membership chats, for your memberships just once a month. And guess what? He's going to have one tonight.
Oh, he is going to have one tonight. Okay.
He's having a member one, but he hasn't come out with anything else. And I went back in the comments, there was nothing in there. I thought, well, he didn't announce that he went in for a colonoscopy because I know he's got to go back for that for a bigger polyp in there, but I haven't heard nothing.
Well, that's good to see. He's going to have
I haven't subscribed to him for my vacation.
That's good to see. He's actually going to help out his paying customers. That's good to see.
Well, he only does it. Last time he did it, he said, well, I got to keep doing this more, but it's been a whole month.
Yeah.
I know he charges what, $1.99 or something like that.
When you have that, people expect it. They're going to pay that money. They expect something different. Just like, what's his name? Cartbagger has the Patreon. They're going to expect things from you because that when you're contributing to Patreon, I think you put videos in that. I think so. They're going to expect when I know that the Daily Woo got to stop asking for money because people expected things from him because they were giving him money, and that's the problem. Now you're tied to people by giving you money in Patreon, and then you've got your membership. So if I had a membership and I was a popular, I better give at least 2 shows a month or more for the $1.99. So that's if you're going to get that money, they need something from it. Like I said, they don't care what it is. So that's we've called him out on that behavior. So I think he's going to finally, I just think you can listen to my garbage at Bold Channel whenever you damn well please. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Mick Jagger. I'm not Mick Jagger.
The freedom of it.
I'm not Mick Jagger. I'm not Bruce Springsteen. I mean, you want to come listen to my behavior? Go right ahead. I'm not going to charge you to listen.
And you're free to do whatever you want to do.
Right.
Yeah, there's no stress to it. Say, oh, I got to do this or I got to do that. If you don't like it, you just click off of it.
Correct.
It just gives you the better. It's just like right now. Just like you said, Carl. He says ever since I haven't talked about Sarasota Tim every day. When you did the 2-week thing, you had more time to do other stuff. You didn't feel like you were stressed or anything. I remember I got into that whole thing of the Sarasota Tim waking up, seeing what he's doing, go out there and make a video before Blind Views did, and blah, 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 And now I just do my own stuff here. There's nothing, if you feel like doing something, you do something. If you don't, you don't.
Exactly.
Hell, my wife doesn't even watch half my stuff anymore.
Yeah, and I love challenges, especially if they're not like really long term.
Correct.
Because it lets you see a different part of your life.
Correct.
That you wouldn't just voluntarily do.
Right.
I mean, you're voluntarily doing the challenge, but
it also too gives you a challenge to look into as we get older. We seem to maybe not. For the technical part of stuff, how do you do this? How do you do that? I didn't know how to copy and paste like 2 years ago, I know that's the simplest thing on earth.
Correct.
Or whatever, but you never get an instruction manual with a computer and, or how to get some nice music to where you can actually put it in your video and make the video more cinematography.
I agree.
Cinematic, that is.
One thing I need to know how to do is when I put in sound effects to be able to change the volume on it. So the sound effect can come in, but it's not at high volume.
Probably on your computer. You can turn it down on your computer.
You know,
Yeah, I got to learn how to do it. I'm sure once I find out, it'll be simple.
Right.
well, in the video editors nowadays, they have all the different tracks, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the one I've been kind of I like to use is the Microsoft, the old one, and it just had where you just fill in the blanks in it. You trim each one, each set with your picture or what a video you did, and they had volumes in there. You can turn the volume up. It was easy peasy for me, a novice, and that's the one I use. But you lose out on a lot of different effects too. So,
Gentlemen,
Yeah, I just want to be free.
Gentlemen, I'm well into the 135 mark, but I appreciate you both coming on the show here on Fearmonger Radio. I told my wife, I said, these two gentlemen, the view, we can talk for a long, long time, but we have a Taco Tuesday tonight. It's my turn, so I got to make some Taco Tuesday tonight. So,
well, I know what you're going to do. You're going to have pre-formed tacos already. You need to get the hot oil. You need to get the corn tortillas. It's not that hard. Maybe I have to make a video and have my wife show you how to do it. You know, since she is from Mexico and everything, and she's illegal too. But you know,
the brown shirts.
And then instead of omelets, you can do a taco night.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
The brown shirts are coming to your house, and they're going to take your wife away. The brown shirts.
She's white as a ghost, but she does know Spanish too.
Good.
So.
Gentlemen, thanks, Carl. Thanks for talking to Dinger. We appreciate that. Mark, you be good down there in the desert. Stay away from that Modell and quit trolling people. And Barium Exposure says hello. You know what I'm saying?
Right on.
He did a video today. He did a very.
Yeah, I know he did. He did do a video, and I was not impressed. I'm sorry, Barium, but I was not impressed. You need to get off of all that. I don't know. I couldn't take it. It looked like he stole a bunch of material from somebody.
Yeah, that's what he did.
That's
what he does. He steals other people's stuff. And he'll delete it or private in a day or so. But gentlemen, thank you guys both very, very much. You guys have a great week. We'll talk to you both later. Okay.
All right, we'll see you later, Carl.
See ya.
All right, there you go. There they go. The View, Mark, and Carl. We appreciate them coming on the show. Dinger coming on, you guys, on the beautiful day here in the great state of Minnesota. We appreciate you guys very, very, very much on Fearmongering Radio. It's too bad that Casey Grits didn't call the show. Instead, Dinger did. So, Casey Grits, you learn to call the show. Missed out on a good show. Good old Casey Grits said he'd call the show. Does what he didn't call the show. Remember, we stormed those beaches, snapped necks. Like I said, World War I was supposed to end all wars, but the brown shirts got created. I think it was 1921. And then 1939, Hitler decided to invade Poland and kicked off World War II. We had to storm those beaches, snap the necks of the Krauts, and free the Jews. And then he capitulated, killed himself. And then we got pulled in by the sham. We nuked once or twice. They capitulated. We surrendered. 1945, December 2nd, the mighty Mo. All the wars. The Air Force, the Army, and the Marines, and the Navy, and the Merchant, National Coast Guard, the in and on uniform. We thank you so much for the service of this lovely, lovely country. Without you, nothing at all. Appreciate it very, very much. Like I said, 1 and 2, forgotten Vietnam. All the Afghanistan Desert Storm. We appreciate bulls the size of old trees. Would you shower in the shower at Penn State? Not shower, the shower at Penn State. And the lovely and talented people out there with Jeffrey Epstein. Lined in a line now. Okay? Just wondering. Lined in or line now? Make good choices in your life. Put a condom on. You don't like two men having sex. I get it. Can't watch two women. Not a very Christian thing to be doing. Put a condom on, prevent AIDS, herpes, or gonorrhea in the penis. Oh. And don't drink and drive. Call someone. Yeah, an epic show here on Fearmongering Radio. Dinger calls the show and calls me out and calls out Mark out there in the desert. At the time of our life, we thank you so much, everybody out there. Peace in the Middle East. Have a great week. Fearmongering Radio down the road on a great day as it comes out to you today on the 17th day of July. Without you guys, man, I am nothing at all, man. Yahoo, man. I did not have
sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky Yahoo, and I appreciate it very, very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are out.